Okay, here we go.
You know,
Battleground.
Whatever.
Pay-per-view. Very interesting ending, to say the least.
Interesting.
I don't really know what to say. Not what I expected, that's for sure. Chris the Dog, yeah, that ending was god awful. He says, "Yeah, we'll get to that ending. I guess we might as well start from the top, huh?"
Well,
so
we had, Dolph Ziggler versus Damian Sandow.
Yeah,
That
was the pre-show match for free for everybody to watch on WWE.com and all that. And,
so we all know what happened there, don't we?
Yeah. So we saw Ziggler take that one. And we also, in the process, I guess the biggest thing that came out of that was Sandow hurt his knee.
Yeah.
And needed attention on that knee, and therefore was not able to cash in on a pretty well beat up Alberto Del Rio later.
Yeah, he had 2 straight pay-per-views for cash-in reasons.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Neither one of them happened.
What's up with that, exactly? So
2 straight pay-per-views that they blew away.
How long do we think now that they're going to have him hold on to this briefcase? I mean...
Well, how long do you think the championships can be known about, or knowing holding that?
Well, there's that too. We gotta get to that, I guess. Oh wow,
I haven't seen this entrance in a long time, dude.
Yeah, we haven't used this one a lot. Yeah, let's skip that. He doesn't come out in the car anymore. I was just trying to make the matches not go 30 seconds like the one time we did. Like, whoops, had to redo it. So, and we'll get RVD coming down here in a second. But yeah, so. Hey, Drew McIntyre, how's it going?
Yeah, Drew McIntyre.
You didn't have anything going on tonight.
Yeah, what's up? Where
was 3MB? He didn't even get a pre-show match. Here comes RVD.
It don't look like RVD.
Well, it's a call. It's a made-up one. They still don't want to put him in the game. He's not going to be in the 2K14 roster unless it's DLC. So, yeah. So
you're right, bud. They wasted about 3 hours. I was thinking the same thing, dude.
Just wasted, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not only that, they put us through a delay with a...
blackout.
Obviously, they can't help a blackout, but I mean...
I was going with the Triple H. Was stopping the whole show, and when the cameras came back on...
You had Tubby Emo bought into that theory for a second there.
Randy Orton was a whole championship.
He actually went and ran with that on Twitter for a second there. He's like, oh my god, Triple H hijacked the pay-per-view. No, but anyway... Yeah, the second half. Wow, we'll get to reactions here. Okay, so yeah, you had the pre-show. You had Ziggler winning and nothing eventful coming there. So you pretty much knew at that point there was not going to be a cash in. So we move on to the main show. And why in the world did they put one of the best matches first? I will never understand that.
Was probably the best match of the night, I think.
I really would have liked to have seen that, probably second to last, or maybe right before the Punk match. Or, don't put that one right off the bat. I mean, come on. So anyway, we're talking about Rob Van Dam versus Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship, and once again, it goes to Alberto Del Rio. This was a hardcore rules match. You had trash cans. You had ladders.
Do you love it when
with buckets?
When Van Dam was down, he was actually holding the chair.
Yeah. He set that up real nice for him, didn't he?
Yeah.
He nicely folded his arm right up in that chair, and then folded the chair up and held it right there for Alberto Del Rio to smash on it repeatedly, and then he had to tap. So, but yeah, like I said, that was probably the best match of the night.
Yeah.
It's always entertaining to watch RVD fly around, and that there was no shortage of that in this match. He really
he is, as much as I don't like Del Rio. I mean, he can wrestle though.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely can wrestle, and I mean, I guess he is what he's supposed to be. I mean, he's a decent heel, I guess, and he's holding that spot down. I mean, I don't know. I'm ready for him to not be heavyweight champion anymore. I mean, I think it's long overdue, and I wouldn't mind it being Rob Van Dam, but
who is it though?
Yeah,
I mean, really, who is going to go after him?
Well, and the thing I totally didn't understand is how we had the big, he won it on a SmackDown, which was weird as hell, and then everybody knew about it before it happened, because of the taping, and then Ziggler goes and cashes in on him. And Ziggler has it, what, like 3 weeks or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have preferred them to have run with Ziggler myself, but that's not how it is. It's been Del Rio for quite a while now.
And then the next one, they just threw in some stupid tag team match.
Yeah, and I guess I should have seen that coming because about a half hour before the pay-per-view, I did see a tweet from Cesaro saying that he was going to try to swing the Giant. He said,
well, and he did.
And he did.
Oh, like he did.
So I honestly think the only reason that match existed was for Cesaro to swing Khali around the ring, and he did just that.
Which we're talking about the Real Americans versus Santino.
Yeah. So if you didn't see that one
Khali
added to the card, we didn't see that coming either. Real Americans take on Santino Marella and Great Khali, and it wasn't a whole lot going on there. You had
It was not much of a match.
You had Hornswoggle with his little mini Cobra, and that got torn off by Swagger, and I don't know, just as much probably happening out of the ring as in that one, and then
like I said, the only reason they had it for that was for that move.
Exactly, and it's like watching Khali wrestle is painful. Just
well, you don't really surprise you when
painful.
I can't think of his name though. The guy from the Real Americans. What I'm trying to think of.
Swagger or Cesaro?
Cesaro. That name always goes away from me.
Right.
Cesaro. When he twirls people around like that, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't get dizzy at all.
No, because I've seen him do it like with smaller guys, like 30, 35 rounds around.
And he's perfectly fine afterwards.
Yeah.
The hell was he used to be a ballerina guy or what?
Well, it's insane. I mean, it's a skill set for sure. I mean, it's a pretty good gimmick, but I mean, I guess I kind of feel bad because I look at Cesaro as like a really good. I mean, he's a really good technical wrestler.
Yeah.
And then you put him in the ring with someone like Khali. I mean, it's just
Khali's horrible.
It's beneath him. I mean, he can slap you. I mean, that's pretty much what
Khali
he does.
should not be in the WWE. That guy is horrible.
It's pretty brutal to watch him. Anyway, but it was interesting watching the slow-mo replays of Khali being whipped around, and all I kept thinking is, please don't lose your pants. I mean, I always think that guy's gonna lose his pants. It's just like, oh, come on now, we don't need to see that. So yeah.
So we can move on to the next one. We got Curtis Axel versus R-Truth,
Intercontinental Champion. Yep. And what's up? R-Truth is back in the picture. Yeah, what's up with that? Exactly, right?
Yeah, that match was, some parts was okay, but, most of it I didn't care for.
I really have to say I lost interest during that match. I probably have an image of about half of it in my mind right now. I can't really.
I don't even remember how it ended.
I don't either. I think I looked around. I'm like, that was the one where I looked at you. I'm like, oh, how did that end? Because I saw.
Your wife was here. I forgot
yeah,
about
exactly.
This. She was
I was just really distracted during that match. There was nothing really holding my attention. So I mean, I really don't. That one, could have not even been in there for all I care. But other than you're defending a belt, but Curtis Axel wins, and score one for a Paul Heyman guy. So
we got AJ versus Brie, which was a decent match.
As a Divas Championship goes, it was decent. I
don't understand the Tamika thing.
Yeah, I could have done without Tamika being there, although that did factor into the...
She's a bodyguard, I guess?
Yeah, and it did factor into the result, too, because she went after Nikki, who was ringside.
She was strangling her to death.
That distracted... By the way, I said it, too, like, later on in the night, but I mean, like, how many matches did we have to have end by somebody distracting them out in the ring and then, somebody being blindsided from the back? It's like, okay, we got it. But that's exactly how the Divas match ended. Nikki was being beaten down outside the ring. Brie got a look at that, turned around, and AJ got her when she wasn't looking. So AJ retains her title. I have no problem with AJ Lee being champion, but it is getting a little old at this point.
She's getting way too old.
Yeah. But I guess we've made it a point that she wants to take out each one of the Total Divas one by one, so I suppose that's what we're doing. I don't know.
I haven't figured it out. Well, your next match was Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
Versus the Shield.
This was probably the biggest spectacle of the night. I mean, like, it was by...
It was a good match.
It was definitely not the best match. I mean, wrestling-wise. but it was interesting. It was.
Well, you got the Shield. They don't wrestle. They fight.
They spear. And I don't mind that either. I mean, I don't mind
Roman. All he does is a powerhouse. I don't think he knows how to wrestle.
I don't mind the way Shield goes. I mean, they're good at what they do.
Seth can wrestle, and so can
Dean. I just enjoy watching Dean's facial expressions. I say it every time.
I think he's probably the best of all of them.
Yeah. So that one went back and forth, and of course, Dusty is at ringside there with Goldust and with Cody. So you got the whole Rhodes family dynasty, and went back and forth. Looked like the Shield was going to win, like you would expect, and then it got a little crazy outside the ring.
We got to see the bionic elbow tonight, guys.
Dusty took off his belt.
If nobody was around to ever see Dusty in his bionic elbow, you just saw it.
You lit up when that happened. That was I know there were a lot of the old timers and the announcers that loved that one too. So yeah, so he takes off his belt and he gives him the bionic elbow, and he chases him whipping his belt down the back up the ramp, and
Roman was gonna go get him.
Yeah,
and then Goldust comes and takes him out.
Took care of him, and I guess it was Cody who actually ended the match then.
Yep, he hit him with his crossroads.
That was pretty nice, and so as a result, the Rhodes brothers are back in WWE. They both have contracts now.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, because you remember during the commentary, these two brothers really don't like each other.
Yeah.
But they're just doing to get this. So what did that have to mean?
Do you think this is going to be Rhodes on Rhodes later on?
They've always wanted that match.
Yeah.
They've always wanted to see that match, so maybe it will be.
So now that they're both in there, they'll kind of both do their own thing, and then eventually maybe meet up at some point.
Maybe they're the last tag team champions.
They could be. No, I am the tag team champions. I'm missing Team Hell No already.
Next match, you had Wyatt versus Kofi.
This was another one that I just...
Who cares? And that weird crab walk he was doing, or
yeah,
what the fuck
dude.
that was doing.
Okay, so Bray Wyatt wins. You would notice this is the first match, I believe, that he's won without any outside interference from the family. So I guess in that regard it was a little different, but yeah, I don't know. I just still have not wholly embraced the Wyatt family as as much as I'm cool with the Shield and what they do. I haven't really bought into the Wyatt family yet.
I think the Shield and the Wyatt family just need to go at it.
Well, don't you think that's what they're eventually leading to? No. I really never know what they
used to. I mean, this is no different than watching. You used to watch in the older ones where they had Raven.
Yeah.
They had the Raven's flock. Yeah. And this is the exact same thing as the Raven's flock was back in WCW.
Having a title match with a rape face the entire time is interesting to watch. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I talk about Dean. That's funny.
But then it comes down to CM Punk and Ryback.
Yeah. And so, I guess, looking at the card, this was one of the handful, the 2 or 3 matches I was looking forward to. And it was all right.
I like the comment on Twitter. Yeah, I thought that was probably one of the worst CM Punk matches you've ever seen.
Well, he had to carry Ryback.
And
that's the problem.
I kind of agree with him. I think that was really not that great of a match overall.
Don't you think that's probably the single biggest problem, is that he had to make Ryback, try to make Ryback look good?
I mean,
because you had the "you can't wrestle" chants the whole time and the Goldberg chants going on.
I mean, CM Punk usually has this ultimate matches, and that wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
You need somebody who has the same ability he does.
RVD just totally missed there. They went flying 2 feet beyond him. But yeah, I'll agree. It was not one of the better CM Punk matches.
CM Punk have a match. Daniel Bryan and him would have a great match, I think.
Oh yeah, or him. When he and Jericho get in it. There's many instances of great.
It just shows that Ryback, he can't wrestle. He's
exactly.
Terrible.
So the crowd was right on with the "you can't wrestle" chants. But you know what? You totally forgot. We forgot to tell them our favorite moment of the whole night. Khali counting out the 1, 2, 3 count.
Yeah, jeez. Oh my god!
As he's pinned.
He's
pinned. Counting out loud.
1, 2, 3. I'm like, what the hell? He's counting, dude. What the?
Oh my god, that was sick. I'm like, I laughed so hard. I'm gonna have to replay that just to see that part. That was insane. So, okay, so did we get to the result of the Punk match? I don't think we.
Yeah, CM Punk obviously wins it.
Punk wins, but it was kind of interesting how it happened.
Kick the dude in the nuts.
Right, but leading up to that, Paul Heyman's ringside, and while the ref is preoccupied with Ryback and Punk, he goes under the ring and finds a kendo stick, and he's about ready to whack away at Punk with it when the ref turns around and sees him, catches him red-handed, and so he's holding up the kendo stick like, I didn't do anything, and right then Punk goes with the kick to the nuts and drops Ryback, and it's a 1-2-3, and he's done. So I mean that was pretty cool. Here, let's hey, we got RVD winning. I wish I would have really actually happened. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the championship match as we go talking to the next one. So yeah, I liked the result. I liked how that ended, but the match itself was, like he said, there's been much better CM Punk matches, and I think I attribute that more
Curtis
to
Axel
who
would
he.
give him a better match. I really
Yeah,
believe it.
I think pretty much anybody on the roster except for Kali would have given him a better match.
Horrible. How is that guy on the roster,
Doesn't
dude?
it just bother you so much?
That guy is this fucking.
I mean, I
horrible.
understand he's a novelty, he's a freak, he's a giant and everything, but I mean, come on, at least Big Show can move around.
They need to get Mark Henry back in this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my god.
So let's do. I'm gonna set up.
All right, guys. So
What-
your
what am I
final
setting
match of the evening:
which I'm setting up right now.
Goatface versus Randy Orton. And it's a typical Daniel Bryan Randy Orton match you've seen 3 freaking times in a row.
Which haven't been bad. I mean, they've been good. It's just we've seen it. We've seen it a couple times, 2-3 times now, and I think I'm ready to see something else.
We gotta see something else, and sadly, you might see Triple Threat.
Oh, you think? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, because we're still vacant now, obviously. Well, we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, let's get this fight going so I'm not preoccupied. Okay.
I mean, like I say, it's typical. It'll go back forth, back forth, back forth. I mean, Daniel Bryan did take him outside a few times, and he actually dominated outside the ring on him.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and he had his classic moments where he ran corner to
The
corner.
thing I didn't understand, and I was even looking at Nada's like, the referee comes on, yells at Daniel Bryan, when he's counting 7, then 8, and Daniel Bryan runs back in the ring, and he runs right back out before he counts 10 on Randy Orton. I'm like, why didn't he just let him go? Because he won.
But they said right after that again that he had to win in the ring. Because remember when
it's a vacant title. If you win, you win. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I mean, like even the refs were saying that. So I'm like he had to get him in the ring. So because he brought him back in.
I just found it so funny. The ref got right to Daniel Bryan and said 7.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it was like whoa. So yeah, so it was a good match, but like we said, we've seen it. We've seen it. Well, that's my biggest complaint. Even this year's the 2K14 model on Daniel Bryan, he's got a better beard, but it's still not long enough. And I think the biggest problem is he doesn't have the shaggy hair.
yeah.
He needs the shaggy hair and the beard. Anyway, that's just my complaint on the character model on Daniel Bryan there. But so it goes. It goes back and forth as these two always have.
In the middle of the night of the pay-per-view, all of a sudden they go backstage with Brad Maddox on the phone with Triple H and Stephanie and say,
Right.
yeah, we had to leave
Yeah.
for a meeting.
Yeah, so both
Very
Triple
important
H and
meeting.
Stephanie McMahon are gone. Who schedules an important meeting during a pay-per-view? That's such
And
BS.
so
Who buys into that?
They say, you got to take care of business.
Right. And then he tries to get Vicky to help him, and Vicky does her awful laugh in his face and says, nope, it's your problem. And so... Yeah, so we're wondering, okay, well, where does that obviously fits in somewhere, and you're waiting for that to happen, and obviously it's going to be towards the end, So this match is going back and forth between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, and, both guys come close to winning at points. It kind of was leading up to where it had led up last month with Daniel Bryan kind of taking control at points, and Randy Orton rebounded on that, and, but just as soon as it looked like Daniel Bryan was going to win, we hear Big Show's music. And down comes the Big Show. And you're like, okay, what did Brad tell him to do? So he first
pulls out the ref.
He pulls the ref out
because Dan Bryan has Randy hooked in the yes lock.
Right. Mm-hmm. So he pulls out the ref, and then he knocks out Daniel Bryan, and he looks terrible the whole time. He's got that remorse on his face. He's not. He's fighting against it. He doesn't want to do it, but he does it. He knocks Daniel Bryan out. And then he's having this emotional inner turmoil that we've been leading up this whole month or two.
And Allison comes out.
Yep. And
I can't remember his name though. The ref.
The one who got what's his name? The one who got fired before the fast count at Night of Champions. The 15-year vet, whatever his name is. So that's sad. I've already forgotten.
I don't know.
But anyway, it's the same ref that fast counted. Brad Maddox brings him out, and Big Show knocks him out. And then he and Randy he gets in the ring, and Randy Orton's staring him down and yelling at Big Show, and he's like, "Do you know what you just did? You know how stupid that was?" He's like, do you know how much trouble you're going to be in tomorrow night when this all is sorted out? And Big Show doesn't care. He knocks him out. And then Big Show's music hits again, and Brad Maddox is standing up at the top of the stage, and here are both guys knocked out in the ring with Big Show standing there.
And it's over.
And that's your pay-per-view end. That's the ending.
That's the dumbest fucking ending ever.
What? We're both sitting here with our mouth open, looking at each other like, what?
We just wasted our money watching this pay-per-view.
Period. Yeah. Pretty much. It was a very empty feeling to the night. I mean, you didn't even have the satisfaction of Daniel Bryan having it for one night this time around. You didn't have the satisfaction of even Randy Orton getting it. Anything. It's just that was it. And I don't know. That was a pretty. I don't know. That was a pretty shitty ending as pay-per-views go. I was not impressed with the ending at all.
It was horrible.
Maybe a good ending to that thing maybe salvages it, makes it a mediocre pay-per-view. I think as it stands, it was pretty weak. I don't know what you'd rate it out of 10.
Me?
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, I'd have to go 5 or 6. I couldn't go any higher. I just think...
I was kind of disappointed in it, but hey.
There are a couple good matches. I do have to say, looking at the card coming in, I was not nearly as excited for this one as it was for SummerSlam or Night of Champions. I think both those cards
when we
were
kind of
better.
figured Battleground's coming up, like, what? What the fuck is Battleground?
Well, this is one of the brand new ones. I mean, obviously, I think we're gonna probably enjoy Hell in a Cell better.
They're always good.
I mean, Hell in a Cell is Hell in a Cell. It's awesome. So
you guys go to WWE, you can watch that.
You can watch the spin on Khali by Cesaro. They're actually showing that now. They usually don't show footage like that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Maybe because it was an unannounced match, and they don't really care. They probably just got that in there to get their video clip. That's funny though, the fact that he lifted him and spun him around.
So what do you guys think? What do you guys rate this pay-per-view at? And if you guys got a chance to watch it, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd like to know your score out of 10. What you'd give this pay-per-view. Do you feel that it was worth your money? Do you feel that you got ripped off?
I told you WWE sucks.
How would you...
Hey, I've been thinking WWE sucks. I mean, I was an Attitude Era guy the whole time.
Yeah.
So I don't like any of the storylines going right now, period.
Right. Wow, how did that just pop up? I didn't hit share. Oh well. Yeah, WWE's first Battleground pay-per-view, and they ruin it. Well, I don't know. It kind of sucked for them that we had a winner in this one at least.
Yes, that's what we were talking about. Their Real American Jack Sawyer.
Yeah,
you just want to see when the Khali counts a spin. Yes, that's the funniest thing ever, dude.
Right? Yeah, I know. It's like I wish if I could put that up as a video clip, I would totally do it. if I didn't get copyrighted, it was great. Shit out of 10. Okay, yeah, that's fair. 4. 5.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I mean, we just had we had a power outage, which we're like, oh shit, we're gonna miss the. Can you imagine how confused we would have been if we missed that? If that would have come back on and Big Show was standing there, we're like, what?
Yeah, but the problem is the power outage was the whole place.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. And so we didn't realize that at the time. Yeah. We just thought us as pay-per-view viewers had gotten screwed. But I
guess from what I heard, I'm glad I missed it.
Yeah. So I mean, that is, you know, that's pretty. It's.
We can all tell you how to get it, but I ain't gonna do it. No.
Yeah. Yeah. The funny thing is like now I know a ton of you will come here thinking this is the real thing, and you know, first of all, if you're searching YouTube for the actual pay-per-view, yeah, you're not even close to figuring out how to do this, right? They're torrent sites.
If you want to go somewhere, you go to torrent sites, not to YouTube.
Download a torrent. That's the way you do it. If you want to see the real thing, they'll probably be up maybe even an hour from now, hour or two from now. You find them. But we're just doing a review show here. But anyway, you know, we just kind of like to.
No, he didn't.
Share thought. Wow, that one was quick. Dang. Okay, first Orton wins, and then, well, anyway, that's funny. Give them both a chance since neither one had one tonight. So, I guess we're going to wrap it up there, but definitely if you're watching this after the fact, let us know what you thought as far as a score out of 10 and what you thought of the pay-per-view overall. Are you more, do you have more faith in Hell in a Cell being better than this? I would certainly hope so, at least as far as the way they ended.
Oh yeah, I'll be better.
So,
a lot better.
I'm already looking forward to Hell in a Cell. I got to get this bad taste out of my mouth of the way this ended. It was not pleasing to the taste at all. So, all right, guys, thanks for joining us, and that's our quick results and review show here. We'll catch you next time around for Hell in a Cell at the end of this month already.
Yeah. All right.
October 27th. We'll see you then. Bye.